Okay, so I am headed to a Pilates studio because I've heard that Pilates can help with mobility and flexibility. I don't know if I can take you guys with me because that might be weird. We're gonna go and see if that can be something that I incorporate into the whole fitness journey thing we're on. And also, we may go to another gym and see if they'll let us film in there. That way I can do a little bit of upper body work as well. Pilates first, let's go. Also, my car is very loud because it's old and I probably need a new one, but whatever. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that the camera stays on the tripod mount thing here. It's the first time I'm using this, and I hope that it doesn't just fall off because that's a brand new camera. Something that I have thought about is how many times I want to do this series, like a week. It'll probably be right now, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. You guys get to kind of see what's going on with me and follow along where you can. I don't know if every day is something I'm going to be able to swing right now, just with all the other stuff I have going on, but it's kind of weird. I usually have no one in the car with me. You guys can't see it, but it's a flipping mess. But we're gonna go to 2 Pilates places. Hopefully they're not too expensive. And again, I don't even know if they're gonna allow me to film, so we'll see how that goes. But we're gonna go to 2 different ones and see how expensive they are and if I can do them once to twice a week. Although listen, dude, I be seeing these Pilates classes and mostly women, let's be honest, have their legs above their head and these straps that look like they're straight out of a sex dungeon. Don't know if I'm too keen on that, but hey man, if it's gonna help with the getting back in shape and helping with the imbalances and stuff like that, then I'm cool with it. Now, I live like right beside a couple of these Pilates places, so my drive to them and my drive to the gym, which kind of sucks, is not very far. Like I would like to spend more time in the car with you guys if I could. Today was somewhat busy. We filmed our first kind of look at the breakdown podcast going live. That's something that hopefully by the time you guys see this is either done or is about to be done. I want to do 5 days a week live on the breakdown show. Got a main channel video done. John Jones is hogging up the heavyweight division in the UFC, and I had to talk about it. Some other videos I may want to do. Danny Aarons may want to fight in Misfits, and I also did a college football video on the GOAT, Nick Saban, retiring. Even though he is Alabama's coach and has been and has put Tennessee in the dirt year after year, it's still fuck the Tide, but it is respect and congratulations for one of the greatest coaches that's ever lived. In soccer terms, for my UK people, it would be like if, I don't even know who's a good soccer coach. Klopp? Is that, I hear that name a lot, Klopp. Or Joseph something? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. But like I said, these classes are not very far to drive, so we are already here, and I hope they're open. Doesn't look like they are, but I hope so, because another thing about me with this kind of new vlog style series that I'm showing y'all is I'm never call places to see if they're open. I just go. No idea why I do that. It's just what I do. Let's go in and see, and I will be back to report on if/when I can start doing Pilates. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so just talked to the Pilates lady. Definitely did not want to bring you guys in on that. About $160 a month if I wanted to do Pilates. Twice a week. Honestly, it's not the craziest price. So I'm thinking about doing it along with the fitness journey. What I'm gonna go do now is see if I can get a gym that's gonna allow me to film in it, because lady almost hit me. Almost hit me while driving. Shout out to Orange County drivers. I think I'm gonna try to do that because I don't think many gyms out here are gonna allow me to film in it, and I don't wanna be that weird guy that just rocks up with the freaking camera and people are trying to work out. I don't know how to really go about that. I think it's probably the best idea for me to be in like a more private gym. So we're gonna go to one of those right now. I have a feeling it's gonna be a freaking crap ton of money just to use the gym, so I'm hoping that it's not too big of an issue. Okay, is this guy gonna go? Thank you. What's going on today? Am I a bad driver? Is that what this is? I do think they have some boxing stuff in this gym. I think they even have a boxing ring in this gym, so it might just be a win-win overall for me to just be in there in general, you know what I mean? I do live in a pretty nice little area here, man. That's one of the things, like when I bought my place, I wanted to come back to an area I had lived in before in Orange County that I really enjoy. Like, look at the mountains, bro. It's kind of like a great scenic view. Got a lot of memories over here too, man. I had my first job over here. My ex-girl lived over here. I met her over here. And those are all good memories, you know what I mean? Like, that's another part of this whole like fitness journey for me. Not to get like too emotionally sentimental or whatever, but it's trying to like in some way remember all of the things, all of the good things that happened during that time frame, and also let go of some of it, man. There's a lot that I just still haven't let go of. You know what I mean? Like emotionally, there's still some ties left of whatever that was past relationships, past parts of me, good and bad, things I've never been great with. I'm never really good at saying goodbye. You know what I mean? To people, to situations. I've never really been a person that's able to just let go of those things as much. So this is kind of that journey for me too, to be able to just move on. Let's see if this place is even open. The last time I came over here, there was no one here. But it was like you can come and work out here 24 hours a day type of place, as long as you have a code. That I'm intrigued by. So hopefully they still have something like that over here, and this place has got someone I could talk to about that. And again, I'm gonna leave you guys outside because first impressions are everything. The last thing I need to look like is one of the vlog squad in 2017. So I will be back. All right, so got the gym, got everything done. It is, what time? 11:14. We're gonna go get our workout in late night because I feel like this is when most of the people are not gonna be at the gym. So we're gonna get our workout in, then hopefully not get disturbed or disturb too many people. Today, chest, tricep, we're gonna, again, work very slowly. I'm not trying to throw tons of crazy weights around because even a little garage workout yesterday is killing me. This is not something that I'm used to, so I have to work my way back in. But this thing fell off the window while I was driving the last time, and it's a little distracting. So I have to get used to it. So I'm gonna pick you guys back up when we get there. Chest and triceps, let's get through this. Slow, progressive. Day 2, the rebuild. Let's go. All right, so we're here. As you can see, gym is completely empty. Which is good for me because I'm filming and I don't want to disturb anybody. So this is perfect. But yeah, what I'm gonna try to do, I told you guys I'm not a super big, by the way, if the music is super loud, I'm sorry, I can't control that. I told you guys I'm not a big fan of stretching. I don't like to stretch cold muscles, but I do like to warm up the muscles with something, some movement, right? I'm trying to get the shoulders like warmed up, a little bit of, I don't even know what this is called. I learned it in college. A lot of people don't know. I went to Tennessee Tech University, and while I was there, our strength and conditioning coach was the man that was considered the fittest man on the planet at the time, Rich Froning. He won the CrossFit Games like 3 or 4 years in a row. He was just this jacked dude out of his mind. And he taught us a lot of these warm-ups for our shoulders, letting this bar go. I don't know what it's called though, but these wraparound stuff like that. I don't think they have a lot of bands in this gym, so I was gonna warm up with some bands, but that's okay. That's pretty much the only warm-up I'll do for chest. Maybe a little bit of the stretching as I go. Probably should do more, but it is what it is. I've never been a big stretch guy. It might be the reason I'm in here, but like I said, we're gonna hit chest. We're gonna start with some dumbbell bench press. So let's get it. Since I haven't done really anything in such a long time, my warm-up sets are going to be very, very light. I'll start with 20 and work my way up from there. Try to focus on good range of motion here. Oh, there we go. I usually like to have like 2 warm-up sets and then like 3, maybe 4 work sets. I can already feel my chest is working from the freaking 20-pound dumbbells. Again, I know the self-talk when you have with this kind of stuff like is super important. I'm learning like mentally being positive about where I'm going with this and not just beating myself up after every set. Like, oh, did the 20s and I'm still weak. Look at me. That stuff's important, man, whether you want to believe it or not. I just got to be more positive, not just in the gym, but just in what I'm doing. Right now, like, even on my main channel, YouTube is like a struggle right now because I'm kind of just reaching for different stuff, so I'm trying to figure it out as I go. I just got to be more positive with my outlook on stuff and creating content and what I want to do and opportunities I want to get. You know, I've been through this before in my head where I just am super negative, and it breeds a lot of negative things in my life. So positivity. Let's go. Set 2. Yep, that's good for the warm-up. Before I do set 2, I found out, I think, what a major problem in my hip is, and we're gonna do our workouts to kind of like figure that out more. Maybe we'll go and work with a physical therapist too, but it's called piriformis syndrome. I've never heard of it. Apparently it's a thing, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. That's something on the right track. At least that. These are 40-pound dumbbells. This is my start of working sets. We're gonna go 10, probably 8, 6, 4. So here we go. Starting with 40 pounds each hand. All right. Good first set. I do have to be careful with how much gripping I do, because I do have this tendonitis in my elbow, which is really, really hard to fix while you're trying to progress and get back into shape, because it's a lot of isometric stuff you need to do, and we might do some of it here. Although it's not very good for the camera. Like, it's a bunch of like isolation finger extensor work. It's not like super entertaining stuff, but we might do some of it. Something else I want to get back, man. I want to get back this right arm where I've had, probably can't see it on camera, but bicep surgery. I'd like to get that back if I could. So set 2 working set. 50s in each hand. That's something stupid. I probably shouldn't have done that to pick this weight up like that. I'm an idiot. Let's go for 8. Not gonna go as heavy as I probably could, just because there's a camera here and you could always, let me throw the most weight possible, but that's not what this is about, man. I hope that you guys don't, if you're doing this kind of thing and you're starting your own journey, don't do too much too quick. Burn yourself out. I've seen it many times. It's happened with me, happened with my mom. Every time that she wanted to get back into shape, she would just try to take it head on and go right into whatever it was super quick, and her body would get sore. Her mind would be like, man, I think I maybe did too much, and because her body stayed sore for so long, she didn't want to go back and go through that again, and you just kind of fizzle out. One, I also don't have a spotter, so that's another reason, but big reason is just simply I don't want to push my body too far and be too sore, which is how a lot of this tendonitis was created in the first place. But we'll still go fairly heavy for what I can do, because I feel pretty good right now. Let's go set 3. Last set here on dumbbell bench. I kind of miss these late night workout sessions, man. It's where I used to get a lot of my thoughts out, you know. The reason I wanted to do this series again is I felt like my only outlet is YouTube now. Physically, I haven't been able to like get a lot out. I just missed that. That's how I've always been, you know. Before YouTube, I was working. I'd go 2 jobs a day, get off at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, come to the gym, get my workout in, and that was my release for the day, you know? Now my release is, you know, getting on camera or something. I don't know. It just feels like home, you know? Something I missed. All right, last set. These are 70s in my hand. We're gonna try to go for 4 and really controlled 4, not just 4 quick, controlled 4. Gotta get the hoodie off now because I'm burning up. Not so much there yet, even though I've got this is a large shirt, by the way. Breakdown Athletics, breakdownshop.com. Make sure you guys grab yours. If you want to get an XL if you're a tall guy like me. These things are drawing up, but there's a lot to work on, man. Speaking of, let's go to
I don't know if I want to hit triceps just yet, so let's go to a secondary push machine, work on some more chest. We got another bench press kind of simulator. I'm not a big fan of personally doing a lot of incline chest press with the dumbbells. I just feel a little unstable, so we have something that I'm going to do a little different. We'll tackle in a second, but again, I like to be able to control things unilaterally. So instead of doing the barbell, I'm going to be able to control these both with individual hands, and we're going to do a little bit different here. But all right, set one, super horizontal bench press is what it's called. I'm about to get more laid than I have in the last year by just laying down here. Pretty simple setup, it looks like. And again, we're going to work unilaterally. So instead of going both at a time, we're actually going to one, just like that. Now you can see where I grabbed here is almost more burning my shoulder, so I may want to grab further inside and really get that squeeze in the chest, because when I'm out here I feel like I'm working more shoulders than anything else. It's just crazy that I have the entire gym to myself. Shout out to the people, man. I'm not going to name the gym just because I don't know, you know, but shout out to the people. 24-hour access, allow me to come do this. I've been thinking a lot lately about what my next move is. Influencer boxing, MMA, boxing, honestly football, other stuff. I want to get back into like commentary, like hardcore. I want to almost just like hit that, and that'd be my main thing, man. Like I love doing the YouTube, but if I can make commentary my main thing, be on the road every week doing commentary, that would be so dope, man. I look up to a guys like Pat McAfee for one. Like I've watched his Hardest Working Man in Sports series. I'm watching this dude get on jets and go do College Game Day. Then he's back on his show. Then he's over doing commentary for football, or he's the WWE. I want that, man. Maybe in a different way, but I want that. I want to be busy like that. That's where I'm at my most peaceful, is when I don't have to think. And I can just do. That probably says something like psychologically or some other bullshit, but I'm too stupid to really know what it means. But here we go, set two, again, unilateral chest press, trying to isolate the pec. So I don't really do any warm-up sets with these just because I already got warmed up. All work sets. Not too bad. I'm trying not to do too much today. I want to feel it. I want to feel sore a little bit, but I don't want to overdo it. So we're going to stick a little bit lower with weight. We're only going to have 3 working sets on this, and we're going to something else. I'm trying to get these guns, you know what I'm saying? Set 3, I put the 25s back on with the 45s, so let's see if I can actually push this weight. Ronnie Coleman style, lightweight. Unilateral 5 times each side, plus the 5 double. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's heavy. Fuck it. I guess we were gonna push too hard, but now we are. Yep. That was heavy. That was a bit of ego lifting there. I told you guys I'm not a big fan of doing incline bench press. Oh wait, you can't see me. I'm still getting used to this. I told you guys I'm not a super big fan of doing incline bench press. I don't like the way it feels. I feel a little unstable with my shoulders. So I supplement it with this exercise. I hope you guys can actually see it. I can't tell if you can, but maybe I'll fix the thing before I do it. Essentially, it's a close grip tricep and upper chest focused press. Puts a lot of strain on my back, so maybe I shouldn't be doing it as much, but it's one of my favorite exercises, so I like doing it. Not encouraging anybody to do this at home. It's just something I enjoy. So from here, just a nice raise and back. Keeping my back and core stable. Oh yeah. And just trying to work on the upper edges of my chest and tricep. Yep, just as difficult as it always has been. This is gonna sound kind of sad, and I'm not trying to make this all like super sad sob story way. I wanna know how y'all feel. Any of y'all feel better, not better, but comfortable alone? It's kind of odd to say, but I've lived most of my life alone. I know there's like the meme out there is to like go to the gym when your girl breaks up with you. I probably actually should have done that. I should have done that before my last relationship ended, but I've been noticing a lot lately because I live alone. I do most of my stuff alone. I mean, I'm on YouTube, I'm with you guys, but I've become very comfortable with being alone. I don't know that that's a good thing or bad thing or whatever. It's just, I've been telling you guys I want to put myself in uncomfortable situations. Part of that is, you know, my relationship and dating. I got to get back on the horse sometime. I think I've just become too comfortable being alone. It's easy for me. But easy's never good. Again, I don't need a lot of warm-up sets here. So working sets. It's a little heavier than I anticipated earlier, but feeling good today, so I think we'll just go with it. I'm gonna be sore for a couple days, I can already tell. I'm gonna be so damn sore. It's not just about strength though. Mobility, flexibility is part of this journey. I don't know that I can film it like I said the other day, but let's get this freaking weight done first. Set 3, try to go 8 reps. That's the first time I failed on camera. One thing I didn't want to do with this is allow my lower back to get into the workout, and I started to feel it in those last couple of reps. So instead of trying to push through it and hurt myself, shut the weight. I am learning lessons in my old age. You can teach an old dog new tricks. And the new trick is just don't be an idiot underweight. What I was saying was I don't trust myself on the dumbbell incline. One thing I do trust is the Smith machine. You know why? Because if this thing ever gets too heavy, it has a safe fact counterbalance. Look at that weight. I can do this, I can eat a sandwich, come back, and it's still there. If this thing gets too heavy and I can't push it, I can just, boom, lock it in place, right? So I trust that. Not that I'm gonna be doing that, but I trust it. I'm gonna start light because I'm still on my first day back. Again, probably 3 working sets here, maybe 4 depending on how I feel here. Already this is too heavy, but here we go. And another thing is I want to be centered, and I feel like I'm not centered. So we're just gonna fix that real quick. All right, let's go. It's a good teacher of wrist placement too. Normally, any self-respecting lifter is not going to put a 25 and 2 10s on to make 45. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, and you just feel like you're lifting more weight with the bigger looking one, but I don't really give a shit. I'm just trying to get back into this, so I'll stack as many 10s on top of there as I want to, just like I do every night after the club, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get 8 of these. Trying to let the bar roll back on me again this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. That was more difficult than I thought it would be. You can tell I get a little quieter as the workout goes on. It's because I'm tired and because I feel like I need to conserve energy for every lift at this point. We're only gonna hit this. I'm gonna work on the cable flies as well, and then we'll probably end off with a couple of sets of triceps and bounce. The goal is to get this for 6, but I struggled to get the last one for 8. And with no spotter here, I'll be happy with 4. So if I get 4 and I feel good, we'll go 6. If not, we'll stop on 4. All right. I got one more. Come on, man. 3 felt good, and that 4th one said, nah. Come on. That's what I like. Pec flies. Some people do these standing. Maybe I will too when I get all my lower body figured out, but I don't want to be working my lower body. Try to stabilize my upper body. That's already tired and weak. I want to get the most, ooh, look at that pump. I want to get the most out of this as I can before we go and do some triceps. 3 sets. I'm going to try to go 15, 12, 10. Focus on the squeeze in the middle. Oh, I started out way too heavy. We might just stick it that way. Damn, fatigue is setting in very quickly. I'm very strong when I'm fresh. I don't know about very strong, but I'm strong when I'm fresh. But my fatigue factor is right now. I don't have a lot of endurance. A little 8, a little something. 2, 3. This is not gonna make. I'm not gonna make it. 4. Fuck, man. 6, 7, 8. I know I'm cheating by doing this, but I'm trying to get my reps in. I might have to go back up a set or 2. Something you have to realize is when you're hitting your limit, you push past just a little bit. There's a fine line between growth and injury. I've learned this. And honestly, like, not to get too philosophical, but that's got to be some sort of reflection of life too, man. Maybe it's because it's midnight, 12:30, and there's no one in here. I'm just on my freaking movie protagonist arc, but it's crazy how, like, lifting, combat sports, regular sports, all of them are metaphors, man, for life. Life's the same way. You push yourself too far or too hard, either burn out, emotionally get hurt, physically get hurt, mentally get hurt. But if you don't push to your limit and then some, you're not growing. You have to redefine your limits time and time and time again. Break through those ceilings. I have a hard time with that. Once I set a new limit, I'm like, oh, I can't go past there. I'll never get past that. YouTube, relationships, whatever it is. And then when I do finally break through it, when I do stop overthinking it and I get through it, it wasn't that bad. Find out that it was never impossible. It was just me the whole time. All right, last set. Let's at least get 2 more. 6. Yeah. One more. One more. I can feel it. One more. Yep. Okay. Very good. Last couple of sets here. I'm usually a really big fan of doing tricep. They're called skull crushers with a dumbbell, and it's gonna look crazy. You lay on the bench and you extend essentially with the dumbbell in your hand, but again, the gripping aspect of things, I'm trying not to have too much of that. So I'm gonna do these, and I'm gonna try to get some assisted dips in, and that'll be it for today. But these are tricep extensions on the cable machine. We're gonna start a little lighter. And I try not to get too much grip into it and just use my weight. It's probably not the correct way of doing it, but it works for me. So let's go 15 of these. Just boom, lock out the tris. Super easy, super simple. Again, it's not a lot of weight for me to start here, but I'll work myself back into it, man. Also something I can feel, which is why it's so hard to work my triceps, is this part of my forearm right here where I had surgery. For whatever reason, that reverse curl motion, that push motion extending through there, always leaves me sore. There's a literal screw in this part of my arm. They put a screw in when they redid my bicep. I don't think it's like the screw being irritated as much as it is, I think, just tendonitis from lack of use and lack of rehab. Last set before we hit dips really, really hard here. So once again, because I don't trust myself on the body weight portion of dips right now, because I'm a little tired, we're gonna start with the assisted dips. Try not to use my lower body to shove down all arms, chest, shoulders, mostly triceps, obviously. Naturally progress into the regular dips, but oh, buddy. Yep. That is more difficult than I imagined. 1, 2. Jesus. Boom. Boom. All right, last one. Last one. Just putting the 5s on because I don't know how much more I can do. 1 a.m. I got a podcast to film in about 7 hours. It's gonna be the last set right here. Then we'll go see some results while I still got a pump, so you guys can ooh and ah at my nothingness. Here we go. Oh, come on, 2 more. Okay, so this is apparently the flex room. Look, they got different lights. Oh, you can dim it a little bit. Get that crazy freaking lighting. Or you can turn that one off, hit this one. All type of crazy stuff. But this is gonna be the best that you're gonna see me look, and I gotta do it before the camera dies. So there's a camera here too. I don't know what that does, but let's just, let's see what it looks like now after the workout here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Still some things to work on, but let's do all the lights. I know again it's gonna be like flushed out like hell. So again, the good lighting, so you're gonna get the nice whatever, but as you can see, there's still a lot of stuff to work on, you know? This is what it looks like. Oh, let me step back here, it's probably better. That's what it's looking like. Do a little Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson deal. Day 2, chest and tries. Trying to get there. Like I said, a lot still to improve. I feel good. I don't feel as strong as I want to be, but we'll get there. And don't make me start bouncing around and start boxing a little. All right, man, so that's day 2. I'm gonna go home now. It's 1 a.m. Feels good, man, feels good. Definitely not anywhere where I want to be. Definitely still some mental games that I'm playing. Just with myself, trying to rebuild my confidence. I don't fear doing things anymore. I've gotten myself in this weird place where I never used to fear anything. And now it's like every single new thing I do, I have this weird like anxiety about. So getting through it. Day 2 of the rebuild. I'll be back soon. Peace.